Yeah, what up, y'all? Speak to Weaver from the Drop a Gem Show, the most infamous hip hop and boxing podcast on the planet. Yo, real quick, before this video drops, I just want to let y'all know we need y'all to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell icon. Subscribe because you want to know what's going on with the channel and be part of the Drop a Gem family. The bell icon notifies you immediately when we have a video dropping, and we drop several a week. And also hit the like button because it increases the visibility of the show. So we thank y'all for your support. Again, hit the subscribe, like, bell icon, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace. I
Those
invite
drives and those
Priceless
things,
game
those things.
too. Being
Yeah.
around that. Hip hop has always had beefs from the beginning of hip hop, from Mo D and Busy B and LL and Ice T and you name it, man, Jay and Nas and all that. But probably the biggest, most public, most documented beef and probably the most scariest beef in terms of shit spilling over into the street and all that. Is obviously the I don't like to call it the East West beef, but I think of it as more like the Death Row Bad Boy beef and more like the Suge Puffy beef and Pac and Big. But you know you mentioned
You
earlier
know, and the
Godfather.
bad thing about that,
Yeah,
let me cut you on that just to say,
yeah,
Shield was just riding with Pop, and I'm not trying to put this beef on Pop
yeah.
because I know people say, well, the Big J incident happened. Well, the Big J incident happened after the Source Wars,
Right,
and
the
that was
Jermaine
when
Dupri
Shield
party or
was
whatever.
announcing.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, weeks before that, we had just been sitting in Puffy office, and that's probably why Puffy was taking that a shot
They
and
were
was upset
friends,
when
right?
shit.
Because you see footage of
Yeah, it
them
was
back in
crazy.
the
It was
day.
like, where did this coming from? He was thinking we were just sitting in the meeting and talking and all of that. But
So it didn't
from
stem
that
from
source
anything. It was
award,
just Pac.
it was Suge decided that he gonna ride with Pop. I'm gonna be your guy now. Your enemies is my enemy. And I'm
But
not
but
trying to
Pac
make this a
wasn't down
Pop
at that point,
war.
was he? Because '95 Pac was locked, wasn't he? Wasn't and
No, but what I'm saying, all this happened. Pop got out in October of '95.
right.
The Source Awards happened August the 3rd of 1995.
Oh, so it was
But
already okay. I
but
got
we
you.
knew everything's in the works. We already
Oh,
knew this Pop coming and signing to us. We was already flying up to
oh
Canada,
shit!
taking a limousine from Canada to fly to go to some little prison where nothing but snow on
It
the
was
ground
already in
to go
play.
see. It was
Ah,
already in play.
I got you.
Most people don't know, and y'all go back and look at the Source Awards when you had the cages on the stage. You go look at one of those cages. We had a big old portrait picture of Pac sitting in the cage. Most people don't know that, but it was at
Shit.
the Source Awards. We had
Oh
that was
shit.
shit where announced Pac with us now. People didn't catch it. People didn't know what it was.
That's
But you go back and
crazy.
looking at that dog, that cage when everybody in there, that cage to the far right, looking at it. It's a big old portrait picture of Pac sitting in that cage.
Wow. So he just So he just pretty much there was no beef with him. He was pledging allegiance to Pac pretty much, and Pac had all
Okay,
that issue.
there was one incident. There was one incident where Suge was kind of mad at Pac, and I don't know when he started messing with Niecy because Mary J had brought Niecy Puffy baby mama
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
and I don't know if that was after the Source Awards or before the Source Awards. So I don't want to say. But what Suge really got mad at Puffy was, because we used to watch Puffy and Big at the Palace and all of that stuff when they used to come to LA and perform and stuff like that. But Suge got upset. But Suge and Pop, Puff used to be cool, especially when he was running Uptown. That's
Right.
when Suge was messing with Andre Harrell and was negotiating. Had this attorney out there, big entertainment attorney named Paul Marshall that was out there on the East Coast, and then going and dealing with Mary J contract with Uptown and Jodeci contract with Uptown Records. But what happened? So Puff was kind of under them. He wasn't Andre Harrell or eventually Heavy D. He wasn't them. He
Right.
was just still Puff. That when created Bad Boy, so they were cool because of Mary J relationship. But so Suge called. We had this club that was opening called Club 662
The infamous.
for a fight.
Yeah.
That got postponed, but it was supposed to happen a little earlier, but it didn't happen until I think Tyson messed up his hand or something like that. But we're supposed to be in a fight in August of '95 for the Source Awards. Might even been July, but I know it didn't end up happening until like when Pac came home and like October or November of '95. But anyway, Suge was opening up this club called Club 662, and so Suge asked Puff, because Puff's not there yet. Biggie and not Biggie, but Dogg Pound and Snoop, I think, had already performed there. So he was going to do, and Biggie was hot. We can't take shit away from Biggie. Biggie, for you youngsters that don't know,
Word.
95, 94, Big was.
Yeah, he had the game that
you know,
year. Word.
he was on.
Word.
He was hot. And so he wanted him to come and do perform at the Club 662 and perform. And Papa Cole was doing it, but he asked for the door. Back then he would just get hotel fees and get get a fee. $15, $20, $30,000 or whatever. Get your fee. But Puff asked for the door.
Damn.
And so we was like, this nigga, yeah, you can get the bar, but we want the door, everything to come in the door. And so I was like, Puff, hey, I'm trying to get this shit off the ground. We're supposed to be boys. You want the door. So anyway, shit didn't get worked out. That's what just got a bad taste in his mouth for Puff. Like that. So now he's going to meet with Pac in jail in July of '95 and all of this. And Pac telling him, man, the jail was talking. I mean, Pac didn't believe him, but Puff and Big and them had something to do with it. I think really Pac died believing that Puff and Big, now we go a little bit more, the Billy history stories and all of that. But he died believing that his boy, Agent Jack and them were about to rape shit. But that they had something to do with him getting robbed.
Yeah, the quad shit.
At the Quad Studio, and he was mad. I mean, y'all say you don't know what you're talking about, that bullshit. Look at what he did in the Scarface. Y'all know the intro to Two of the Gangster Most Wanted. He was pretty much telling how he felt about Big on that, and he did that Scarface intro. That he really feel like they set him up, and this is what was been told to him while he was behind the walls in prison. And the things that he was hearing, and you couldn't have told him anything different. You couldn't tell him anything different back then. Now, time tells, I guess, a different story, but that's what he believed. And so him explaining that and expressing, I'm coming home and destroying you motherfuckers as a record label, as a crew, and all of that. And anybody that rides with him, that's why I think earlier I cut you off and stuff. I didn't want to say that it was a bad boy or East Coast, Yeah, I think you said it right, Death Row bad boy, but it was mainly because Death Row was trying to lie, or Suge was riding, but that's why Snoop always had a problem. He played both sides, he always wanted to tip you around it. When talking him around, he's smiling and laughing at everything he said, but then when he get alone and get with his people, he's like, I ain't got no problem with you, Coach. I ain't got no problem with you. And so that's why Pop was like, hey, be one way. You either winners or you're gangsters, And that's what caused problems. Snoop always wanted to be, he wanted to be bigger than Garth Brooks. No, not Garth Brooks. That's who he ended up beating. That's what he thought he was going to be, Michael Jackson. He wanted to be big like Michael Jackson. And that's why he really couldn't alienate the East Coast. And so if you want to be Michael Jackson, I couldn't alienate New York to the East Coast. And that's what I think Snoop did.
Wow. Did it's interesting because I've heard Snoop's, I heard that said before that, Biggie and Puff was my homeboys and shit, and then he's down with Death Row, but
then you look on the stage at the House of Blues when
right.
Puff talking all that.
He's right there with him, yeah.
That's his boy Trey D. That's his boy Trey D talking about killers and drive-bys.
Yeah.
That's his boy, that's all Dogg Pound do. So.
But how was he cool with Big?
New York, kicking over buildings.
That's what I wanted to say. How did the whole dynamic work? Because it's known that Big was on it. I believe it was Angie Martinez Hot 97. He basically called for motherfuckers to come and shoot up the fucking video and shit. So how was he cool with Big? Like, how was he consider himself cool with Big if Big would do something like that?
Yeah, that's true. That was the thing, because I guess he forgave it. And I think the stuff just got bigger. It got bigger and bigger, and it grew. And they just blamed it on the reason why this happened at our video shoot is because they associated us with Death Row. You know how you start just blaming stuff on other stuff?
Yeah.
People don't know this happened in December '95.
Right.
Pac's home. Suge had already did what he did at the Source Awards.
Right.
You know, because the key wasn't, the plan wasn't for them to be kicking over buildings. That was all done in L.A. And after the fact, after the shooting happened. That
Right.
wasn't the script of the video.
Right.
It was really, you know, people get very sick. How was they paying homage? You know, in their mind, that's what they were trying to do. They wasn't trying to diss. You know, the video turned out, and that's how it ended up turning out. But that was because after this incident happened. But they really wanted all the New York rappers and stuff like that to be with them at that place, Lock City or Lock whatever. But I guess by that time, you know, the big Jake incident had happened in Atlanta. They wanted to shoot homeboys got shot in the field, and the stuff that just happened, you know, Source Awards, people were still digesting that. Don't know what source records, not source magazine was writing up at that time, because you know they kept the shit going, Dave Mays, and you know,
Right.
they kept it going.
Zeno,
So
yeah.
we don't know what was being said, you know. And so, you know, so that's what happened on that. But it was mainly,
Right.
that's why I feel Snoop could forgive for that, but Pac didn't. That even pissed Pac off even more. And they're like, they shooting at them and all of that. And you know, Big, you know, man, if y'all can find that audio, if anybody can find that audio,
I've been
I
looking
need
for that.
audio.
The crazy shit is,
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
a
it.
big
I heard it
audio.
live, and I was like, "Oh shit, I
Oh,
can
you
never."
heard it live.
I heard it
Yeah.
live, yeah,
Okay.
and I could never, because we used to keep the radio on back then all the time, smoking and shit. But the crazy shit to me is also that um. Okay, so let me ask you this, Pac. I mean,
And let me just tell you about another one that really pissed off Pac. And we know that at the end was the Angie Martinez interview. That threw him over the top. But,
what do you mean the Angie Martinez interview with Snoop?
with Snoop.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Pac was furious after that.
He was tight. He was tight.
Yeah.
What All right. So